Welcome back again, everyone.
As we've talked about so many different streaming services and channels, another one we'd like to highlight is the CW.
Unlike so many other channels, the CW has yet to be bought out and is still running as a standalone company.
However, they've recently been struggling to keep afloat and stand out against the other competitors in the industry.
Lots of their shows have seemed to decrease in quality, such as Riverdale, whose storyline has become interesting, to say the least.
We're going to pass it to Hunter to give us a deeper rundown of the CW and his opinions on what this channel's future will look like.
Hey, Sneak Peekers, I'm Hunter Gasaway, and today I'm going to be talking about everyone's favorite television network, the CW. Now I'm going to start by taking you back to the year 2019. CW network executives receive their television ratings, and the shows are just not up to snuff. Traditionally well-performing television shows such as The Flash and Riverdale are not getting their previously large numbers, and newer shows are also not performing to the heights of what CW would like. Fast forward to 2020. The coronavirus pandemic halts production on all CW shows, along with everything else in the movie and TV industry. CW network executives, now forced to reconsider the structure of these shows, decide to take three distinctly different methods in the shows I'm going to be examining today, which are Riverdale, The Flash, and newcomer Superman and Lois. Now, the year is 2021, and these three shows have all debuted their first, seventh, and fifth season, respectively. So I'm going to be dissecting how each show is employing a different, unique method and has reinvented itself in a way where I'm going to tell you all three of these shows I would recommend a high watch to, and hopefully we'll see an improved rating system within the next coming weeks. I'm going to start with The Flash. The Flash actually started their new system right before the coronavirus pandemic, and that's what I'm going to call the graphic novel method. Now, if you've ever read an ongoing comic book series, you know that a story arc usually only lasts somewhere between 6 to 8 issues. And previously on shows like The Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, they've chosen to do a season-long villain. So we would be stuck with one villain from episode 1 to episode 22. Now, instead, Flash has now decided they're going to break up their season into 2 or 3 parts, and we're going to get one villain for 7 to 8 episodes, another villain for another 7 to 8, and possibly even a third villain for the last 6 to 7 episodes. This method worked out beautifully at the start of last season with the character Bloodwork, and moved into the female Mirror Master character. Now that we're returning, sadly, last production season was halted due to the pandemic, so we're actually finishing up last season with the female Mirror Master character, and the show doesn't miss a beat. This newest episode was beautiful. I got emotional during a certain character's big scene. We're stuck with the pseudo B team, as they've dubbed themselves, but I'm enjoying it. I love Chester, I love Allegra, and I love Grant Gustin's Flash really getting to shine through and be the star of his own show. Breaking up the season into chunks has really helped all the villains shine through so strongly and created a distinct feeling between every 7 to 8 episodes, so you don't get tired of the same villain over and over again. Now I'm going to shift to Riverdale. Riverdale also recently ended its season 4 arc, having its main characters graduate from high school with 3 episodes. But I'd like to focus on episode 4 to episode 6, where we have now jumped 7 years in the future. We are now met again with Archie, Betty, Veronica, and Jughead, our favorite Riverdale students, as they are now fully grown adults, married, leaving the war, working for the FBI, having written a major novel, and now they must return to Riverdale to meet a new villain, a new problem, and the show is really reinvented itself and is a lot of fun. I got burnt out on Riverdale somewhere around the 3rd season because it felt like the plot lines were becoming incredibly repetitive, and we were focusing too much time on smaller side characters I didn't care as much about, and we were not focusing as much on our main 4, who had also become stagnant in their relationships in the show, Archie with Veronica and Betty with Jughead. Now with this time jump, we are able to re-meet our favorite characters at a new stage of life where they're in new relationships, new situations, and I love the increased presence of character Tony Topaz. She fits in well with our lead 4 and really adds to the feeling of the show. I've been highly enjoying the last 3 episodes of Riverdale, and I would implore anyone who's fallen off the show due to its repetitive nature to hop back on. This newest season feels very much like it did at the start of season 1, all through the first season. It feels fresh, it's fun, it's cheesy as all get out. So don't be expecting great writing. After all, it is Riverdale. But I find the show a ton of fun, and I would expect viewers who loved the first season and fell off would love to get back on. And the last show I'm going to talk about is probably my favorite of the bunch, and that is Superman and Lois. Now, the big thing with Superman and Lois is you can see the increased budget. This is the first show that is a joint partnership between the CW and HBO Max, because as soon as Superman and Lois ends its 15-episode run, the entire season will be put on HBO Max the next day. Now, in order to be in line with the more high-quality content that HBO produces, HBO is giving more money to the CW to spend on special effects, amongst other things. And you can tell so clearly within the show. The special effects look incredible. The character designs are beautiful. I love the new costumes. The costumes are oh so beautiful. And I love the mystery that's been set up within these first 2 episodes. Episode 2 especially ended on quite the cliffhanger with a reveal that I did not see coming. And I love the more sophisticated writing that they're employing with this show too, which also makes it feel more in line with previous HBO content or DC Universe content like Doom Patrol and Titans. I would employ anyone who has not been a fan of the CW superhero shows that Superman and Lois is a great point to hop on for the first time, as it's a lot of fun. It's the classic Superman that you know and love, a great twist on a classic Superman villain, and great performances all around from Tyler Hoechlin as Superman, Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois, and the 2 boys who play their sons are also really excellent actors. I'm genuinely surprised on how much I'm enjoying Superman and Lois. So if you've fallen off or fallen out of love with the CW, I would implore you, hop back on, enjoy these 3 shows, and I can't wait to see where the ratings go, because I really expect this is going to be increased ratings as these shows are producing excellent quality, which hopefully will result in lots of viewers. And I suggest you also tune in. Thanks for watching.